All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show a little bit of Chicago, the mayor and everybody talking now and everything. Boy, ain't it changing, right? People, the citizens, that we heard their cries, God heard their cries, that they were tired of the bull crap, all this gangs, clubs, corruption, all this stuff, the streets being taken over, and here comes the cavalry. Uh, and now all of a sudden the town ain't corrupt and murder's down 50%. And it no, no, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I used to live in Chicago, the surrounding areas. I'm not buying it. This happens all the time when somebody gets wind or catches on to what's going on, right? Now, well, they want to stay in power. See, now the big boys are coming in, and if they want a war, that's what will probably be happening because we have to regain control of our citizens and our safety. And it's not safe. How many years did we sit here and listen to people complain on the news, watching this stuff unfold? And now all of a sudden, we're bringing in the ball busters, and now everything is, oh no, no, the gangs ain't a problem. No, not clubs, all the drug, all the no, everything's up. Crime's down, and the only reason crime's down is because it got leaked that we were coming in, and this is the way it's going to be, and it's corrupt all the way. Everything, even the music, everything is just corrupt, and now they don't want it to change, and now people are coming in to do a job, and now they're saying, "Oh no, 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 everything's fine," and they're not looking for the mayor. This has been going on way before that mayor got in there of Chicago or whatever it was, right? Which people are saying he's corrupt. Well, maybe, but we're not there to look for him. You know, there is a war going on. These are they're insurgents. They are playing mind games with you folks, psychological mind games. We can pinpoint exactly where they are, who they are. And yes, some are famous. We're not going to lie to you. Yeah. Well, determine on what you call famous, right? But here now, everything's going to go down, and now they're all crying. They're all singing a different tune now. Now everything is fine in Chicago. I don't think so. I'm not buying it. And we stand behind Mother Green and the butt kicking machine. Uh, that's what we pay the military to do. When the police are when the state is that far corrupt, where even your police departments are corrupt and biased and full of the devil, what's left? Mother Green and the ass kicking machine, and she ain't gonna let us down. I don't know what to tell you folks. We're tired of it. We're tired of the bullies. We're tired of they want their holy war. All right, let's do it. They've marked them. Their bodies are marked. You know, Trump wants to build an Alcatraz to put all these people. Well, they're the devil. What do you want me to do? They sold their souls, whatever they're saying. It's nothing new. I mean, this has been going on since before I was born and put on this earth. Yeah, let the government come in and do their jobs. They're looking for certain idiots out there. Uh, these are the same people that everyone thinks are, oh, these are great people, but they're not, folks. They're killers. They cut deals with bad people. They steal. They got a prison record longer than anything. And, you know, It's all sleight of hand, folks. The whole thing's a front, right? And now they don't want to lose power. So now they're saying, "Oh, well, you're bringing in the military to try and take over the state." Well, what are you talking about? Your state has already been conquered by these gangs and clubs and organizations. What do you mean coming in to try and take over the state? The state was taken over 50 years ago. Before that, I don't know what kind of games you guys are playing out there in politic land in Chicago. But the only ones that are suffering are your people, your citizens, and they're the ones that called Mother Green and the ass kicking machine to come in and straighten out these punks that are taking over your streets and stealing from us all and just doing whatever. And you know, they're getting rewarded, and then they're making videos and music about it and flashing it in your faces, right? I suggest the mayor and the rest of you people in the Chicago shut your mouths, close your doors. We're not there for yous, not yet. But they're to clean the streets up. Only a terrorist or a non American would complain about their own military coming down the road and protecting their neighborhoods. You're a bunch of terrorists. That's why we're coming to Chicago. Your business is backed by them, your music and everything else. Tyrant terrorists. And we've been training just for this day. Now, of course, we don't have to show up to Chicago, but then we don't want to hear you people cry about how Chicago is too expensive to live and the death toll is phenomenal. And the health care is down the drain. Well, we don't want to hear about it. And the people are homeless and can't eat, and the crack is so bad, and all the drugs. We don't want to hear about it. You're a bunch of flip floppers. They're choking your city out. They're killing your children in the streets, in your schools. And this is what I'm talking about. Whenever we want to try and save the people, this is what happens. Now they're changing. Now they're singing a different tune. Trump's the terrorist coming in with the military and the National Guard to bring justice to the street. Now Trump's the problem. I don't think so. I really don't think so. He might have his own problems. Trump might be trying to get to heaven. Trump might have done very bad, horrible things. But one thing he's got right is this has been going on way before he got into office and way before any of this crap. And you complain, and then you get the people to come in that are ready to fight a war, literally in the streets if you got to regain our country back from the devil and the madness. And you folks want to get in the way again. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I would suggest the mayor and them just shut their mouths and go about their days. We're there for a whole different war. Right? These are insurgents that have now no longer gangs, clubs, rappers, whatever. They're terrorists. Insurgents that are dissecting your citizens and your city each day, every second of the day, causing chaos all over America, hitting here and then picking up and moving halfway across the country and hitting in another spot, and then pick up and move halfway across the country to hit another spot. You're dealing with military people. It's a war. I ain't got time for your crying and your bullshit, or to look at all your tattoos or whatever, or dissect what they mean. We're there to do a job. and we're going to get the job done. Now enjoy your holidays and be safe. Like I told you, we're not looking for anything other than bad guys. So enjoy your weekend and stay out of our government's way, because we've listened to the cries of the people, and the King of Kings is answering the cries. And now you folks want to say everything is okay. And actually, Johnny, the crime is down 50%. Yeah. Okay. What, I've been here. I've been there. I've done it. I've seen it. I ain't falling for it. The only reason it's down 50% is because either you're not reporting on it, or they got wind that we've come to take lives. And either they left Chicago, or they're hiding because they know we've come to take lives. We will make it safe for our children to go to school and our people to live comfortably in our country. Punks. Now continue with the mission, and when the government calls me, then we'll stop. Till then, we push forward. We are the government. We don't go backwards. We go forward. Now let's watch a little bit of Chicago complaining about, well, actually crime is down now. It's a funny thing, Johnny. Everything that, no, the rappers are being good now. The country rappers and they're all being good. It's all great. All right. Because they threatened me like I was some punk on the street. I find it funny. All right, let's take a look at Mr. JLR's channel real quick, because he's on the ball. He agrees. I think he agrees. It's a bunch of crap. Right? These people, we've heard the people's cries. And now all of a sudden they're saying, oh, we don't want Trump here, bringing the military to. I don't think it's that. I think if we don't do this, the corruption and the death and the murder will just continue.
Donald Trump is just following that playbook.
Is there any chance Illinois redraws
they're
its
at danger of
lines
losing their jobs
before next year's midterm elections?
That's not something that I want to do. It's not something that any of us want to do. But I have to say, if Donald Trump is going to force his will on the American people by going to his MAGA allies in various states and having them redraw in the middle of a decade, when you're supposed to be doing it right after a census with a year ending in 1, not a year ending in 5. If he's going to do that all over the country, I think all of us have to think about what it is that we can do to counter that.
What much more could you do, though, as an Illinois Democrat? I mean, your map already gets an F for most good government groups for being gerrymandered. Would you wipe out all the Republican districts?
Yeah, it is possible to have more Democratic districts in the state of Illinois, and we could do it. Like I said, it's not something that I want to do.
Whoa! All right, let's talk. Let's take you back to the Chicago skyline, folks. JLR investigates. Pritzker, couple clips. One, a press conference just the other day with city leaders outside.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. Like I said, these guys have been, it's money. It's money. That's what it's always about. It's about numbers, power in numbers, clubs, gangs, you name it in this country. The whole shit and shaboodle is corrupt. And if you want me to tell you the truth, even Mother Green and the ass-kicking machine is corrupt. But now that we got control of it, the only thing we must do is make sure that we have control of our country. Now, see, your children are out there killing people on the streets. You see, they're joining organizations and big time clubs and gangs and stuff like that. And they're out there killing people. See, but they say they're a club, they're a gang, they're doing it to protect the streets. That's a bunch of crap. It's all a lie. There's one guy that sits back and he uses your children as shields, weapons, to traffic all kinds of stuff and do all kinds of bad things. We're hip to the crap. It's corrupt. It's all corrupt. All Trump does is call in the military. That's it. He don't control how the military operates after that. And I think it was a good call calling in the military into America. Because if you ain't rich, if you ain't one of them, if you ain't this or you ain't that, they end up either killing you, raping you, or trafficking you to someone else. Don't worry, folks. Pretty soon here, we won't even need the military. We won't even need humans to run the military. Pretty soon here. Don't worry. We're working on it in other countries. Because sometimes you have to create things. God had to work in a different country to conquer a certain country. He had to do things in another country to make sure that things happened in another country. And that's what God's doing. He's working. We're working in another country, building, to make sure our country in America survives. Because it's against the law for the United States government and the United States Army and military to protect their own people and own country. So what did we do? What did the Lord do? Well, the Lord, now we're building militaries in other countries so we could take on these people in America. Do you understand? Whether you're white, green, black, the Lord, you ain't going to beat the Lord and the Lord's military. As we speak right now, we are building militaries in other countries to take on these people that our military cannot take on in America because it's against the law. We will have peace in America sooner than what you folks think if we continue to build our military in our other country so we can save our citizens in America. And yes, there are drones. And yes, they look like UFOs. And I wouldn't be too concerned because we have not hurt one human being with our drones. They're observing. They're there just in case it goes bad. I know. It's crazy, but that's what it is. People don't want to believe it, but that's what it is. And they use me to channel and talk to use. I'm just a vessel for them. All glory goes to God. So keep building these militaries in other countries to fight these citizens or terrorists in America, because our military that we pay for, that we pay for as Americans, can't protect us here in our own country. Now, if we all move to Iraq, Iran, or Egypt, or whatever, or Israel, or whatever, then our United States military can protect us. But we would have to move there. Well, it was just cheaper for me to build a military that'll be able to fight a war on the ground in America, because our own military can't do that. So we've overcome and adapted Our United States military loves us for it because we are ready to fight. Drones, UFOs, jets, tanks, battleships, you name it, we're working on it. China's way ahead. I'm going to give credit to China and Japan. Just incredible work they've done. Just incredible. They're very smart people. They stayed focused. They became the water. Why America was off. Dude, I have no idea what they were doing. But I would say it's good. Let's listen a little bit more to JLR. I support it. Let the
Speaking
military
outside
come
the
in.
Q&A, and then we also have the situation with him speaking today. So rich with, his version of why the Trump administration is doing this to Chicago. I don't think it's an if. I think it's a when. I think it's a when. And look, the sky is dark out there in Chicago. Maybe dark days ahead, maybe goodness ahead. One thing I thought interesting about that report that we just shared is, him speaking to a reporter. That reporter was like very objective on Pritzker and shared a little bit about the crime stats that are being put out there in Washington, D.C. because of the National Guard out there in D.C. Almost every single type of crime in Washington, D.C. has plummeted. So in a sense, hey, National Guard could be affected if you have emergencies in these cities to get crime under control.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to do even here in Indiana, Chicago, Michigan, all kinds of places. Only a tyrant and a terrorist and a devil worshiper would be upset if our beloved Mother Green patrolled our own country. Only Satan would be very upset, very mad. How dare these people get mad that we want to use our own military that we pay for as citizens? America needs military on the ground. We're tired of being bullied. We're just little people. We're wee men. We're tired of everything. We've taken it into our own hands. Half of your people's death statuses are from their own hands. They're from their own country people that are flipping out and killing people. I agree. I don't know how many years we sat here and listened to Chicago's mayor and the police department say it's out of hand. It's gone too far. There's 300 and something last year murders. People can't eat. The price of living has gone so far up in America, or in Chicago. It's unreal. Everything, taxes, property taxes, has skyrocketed in Chicago. Everybody tired of the crimes, the gangs, everything, the organizations, the madness. And now we get ready to do it. And now these people are saying, oh, well, stay away, President Trump and the United States government and the military. Stay away from Chicago. You nuts? We're just going to be back here next year when it gets hot out and it erupts again. And they're killing people in the streets and whatever. They're blaming the heat, right? They blame the heat. Well, it's very hot out. People snapping. Yeah. And that's just about what it is. These people already owe way too much money. Way too much money. And we're coming to collect. I don't know what the hell these people are talking about. laying down. We don't need them here no more. Oh no, we're coming. You've been crying for I don't know how long. We're coming. But we ain't laying down. Cocksucking. You walk out now, the corruption returns. You got death in the streets. You got missing money. You got clubs, gangs, organizations running your city. And then we'll be right back here next year, listening to the police chief and the mayor and everybody say, can you help us? It's so corrupt. They've taken all over everything. Oh, can you do something with the country rapper war or whatever is going on? Yeah, they can. Yeah, our military can handle that crap. Sure. But now it gets down to it. Now everybody wants to sing a different song. Yeah, well, I guess send everybody home. It was a fake alarm. It was a fake alarm. Don't back out now. The reason they don't want Mother Green coming to the town and to Illinois is probably because we'll catch some bad guys. They want to keep power. Like I said, I can give two craps about the mayor. I can give two craps about the police chief. We ain't there for them unless they're on Trump's list. They're on Trump's list. Well, then that's it. They're corrupt. They're fired. These guys are complaining because they're getting fired. They're getting fired. Not fired upon, not arrested or anything. I imagine Trump's just telling them, walk away. Oh, you're going to come after me? No, we don't care. Just walk away. You lost your job. You're fired. Who knows? Nobody knows. But I support the military. And if they say we're coming to invade America and take back our own country, well, let's do it. They already owe me quadrillions of dollars. Well, I mean, if they need a poster child of a family, a poster child to say, you people shouldn't have done this. Well, I'm that family. My family's that. Right? These people shouldn't have done what they did. They just shouldn't have done what they did. They're punks. They got a bunch of money from killing, raping, and pillaging and selling drugs and whatever else they do. They belong to gangs, clubs, organizations. Power in numbers, power in money, power in everything. Now, Lord, if you don't want to attack these people, if you don't want this justice to be served for certain people, then don't let the military come there. That's all I can say. I'm just tired of hearing everyone cry about it. And then this always happens. Get ready to do something and then we're the bad people. We're the blame. We're the ones causing the trouble. Right? It's all your people's fault. Right? Mind your own business. Who cares if these people are dying in the streets? And that's what we get. Ladies and gentlemen, the people of America, we rest our case. We just proved that we know it's corrupt. We know these people are killers. We know most of them have done very bad things to all of us. And now they just want it to go away. Well, we'll see how much money you got, Chicago, United States of America. Right? Pay the restitution for our demise, our troubles, our pains, the poison that we had to suffer through. And life will go back together. Really, there is no price on life. You only live once. I tried to tell these people, they think they know it all, but yeah, I don't think this is going away. I don't think anything's going away. I think the Lord has come. And eventually we'll get our justice, folks. So don't go out into the streets or whatever. You know, these people, they got them so brainwashed. The citizens of America are so, I don't understand it, so dumb. Yo, Debbie, they're so dumb. They pay for the government. They pay for the military. They pay for the police. But yet they refuse to use them to do a job. They refuse to do a job. They refuse to do a job. And I can't believe crime is down 50%. Oh, hogwash. Hogwash. You're claiming it's down 50% because you know that we're getting fed up with it in America. We're little dudes. We have disabilities. We're getting fed up with the rich, the powerful, the punks, the madmen, the killers, the pedos, the trafficking. They're all connected, folks. They're all connected. They are all connected. If we don't do this now, we're going to tell the Father, go ahead with the plan B. And we will work on destroying the world. Once again, it's act far corrupt. The Father said Jesus has come this time, not to do nothing but to stage war. And all glory that goes to Jesus. Amen. You know, if they don't go through with this in America and bring in military, or we go ahead and we cut a deal and we'll bring in the drones and the military unmanned vehicle stuff from the other country we got working, and we'll let them do it. But this has got to end. I need my money. I've let this gone too far, Mr. Trump. I've let these punks run too long without paying their bills. And they're going to pay. I don't care if we got to roll up on their concert while they're out there. Yip, yiddy, yop, yiddy, yop, 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 yiddy, yip. Right? Break out our bullhorns. Can you all just lay down on the ground and give us your money? That's what we're going to start doing. Well, we're no longer going to do anything anymore if they refuse to handle the situation the proper way. You know they're terrorists. You know they're insurgents. You know they are killing your citizens, but only the poor and unmarked. Right? They're only killing people that don't have tattoos. We already know what's up. We figured it all out a long time ago. They call on the devil, and the devil comes with his tattooed people. But I got news for them. They chopped about 50 of them dudes up here, and they're somewhere down south, buried. I don't know. I heard they found 4,000 bones of these dudes. You got the real holy rollers here, folks. They don't believe in any of that stuff. They believe that Jesus was divine. The body is divine. You mark the body, and you're marked. It's a sin. It's a Catholic thing. That's what they're telling me. Right? It's a smack in God's face. Right? To damage the body he gave you. I don't know. It's a Catholic thing, they're saying. They're pretty pissed. I would be too. But Debbie's right. Right? The crime rate is unbelievable throughout America. Not only Chicago, throughout America. And now Congress is starting to open their eyes, and Senate, and the United States military, and the United States Pentagon, and Trump, and the White House, and everybody. And I am too. We're going to wake. Now bring out the military out there and patrol our city streets, our suburbs, in our states, and even here in Indiana. Hell, let's do it right and bring them in, and let's patrol our whole country. I want to see them badass jets flying over. Yeah, I want to see these things and everything. You know, a couple warthogs flying around, a couple tanks rolling down the street. Right? Good God, I paid for it for 50 years. Do you think they could protect me once? Nah, Mr. Kramer, we got to go over to Little Dang Doo and Little Dong Dong country because Little Ding Dooey was beat up last week. Yeah, that's great. I'll be back. I want to find out what's going on. The mayor and everybody's telling Trump and the military not to come to Chicago. That crime is down now. They don't need them. They don't need us. They don't need us now. All right, I'm ending this thing. Folks, go over there and check Mr. JLR's channel out. Go over there and check his channel out. He's been reporting on this for a while. We're here every year with Chicago and America just being crazy, right? Now, all of a sudden, magical leprechauns popped up and unicorns and fairy tales. For one, half of these pricks been running around Chicago saying they know me and they're related to me, and they're not. They already showed me the photos. Like, Mr. Kramer, is this your family member? I ain't never seen them idiots. Ever. They're riding on coattails. You understand? They're riding the cocaine coattail. Bunch of idiots. I have no idea who them people are. They're not related to me. I have no idea who this idiot is running around. Uncle Dubs. Chicago. Who the fuck? Who are any of you idiots? You best have my money. Bunch of idiots running around taking inheritance and telling everybody get off of my movie set. You bunch of idiots in Chicago. What is wrong with these idiots? I have no idea who these idiots are. We got a problem in Chicago and in the United States of America. And get out of our way, you idiots. God dang it. No wonder why they don't. No, we don't want nobody. Yeah, because you're probably guilty, ain't you? You probably belong to one of them gangs or clubs, don't you? Now all of a sudden you don't want help. You don't want you don't want the government coming in and saving their state and the country and the citizens because you're probably one of the idiots that's running around stealing my money, claiming that you're all related to me from the. You idiots. I have no idea who you are. I haven't been in Chicago in 30 some years, 40 years. That's probably why you idiots are doing this. Give me my money. And get off my movie set, idiots. And stay out of Mother Green and my butt kicking machine. Did you ever tell the president and the government of the military that you ain't going to come to your city? You idiots. You must be. You must be. Because only a terrorist in a corrupt city wouldn't want the beloved Mother Green and the ass kicking machine to come in and fix a problem. Ain't got time for terrorists in my country, the United States, greatest country in the world. All right, we're going to pull out. We're not coming to Chicago. I don't want to see one thing on the news about mothers crying in the street that their child was shot and killed over a crack rock or some rap song or some idiot. I don't want to hear it no more. We'll pull out. We ain't coming to Chicago. I don't want to hear no more crap. You best do something about that goddamn crime you got going out there and shakedown and bullshit. And you best quit, or them cops best quit. Well, doing bad things. I hope they didn't do what they did to me, to that kid out there. One way or another, Jesus is coming to Chicago. You understand, folks? I think it's a little too late. We did what we had to do. You got a problem with it? Call the White House. Now, you folks have a great day. God bless. Make sure you check out JLR's channel. You've been watching the Johnny Kramer Music Movie Channel, where we do movies, we do news, we do it all. We also look for people that print lies and steal my ideas and my money. Punks. Miss Fox, you have a great night. I want to say hello to Debbie. Debbie's checking stuff out. She's finding out what's going on. I'll be back. I want to find out what's going on. I think you know what's going on. It's collection day. You folks have a great day. God bless. We'll be back.